In the ancient woods of Middle-earth, where shadows and light dance beneath the canopies of age-old trees, there exists a figure unlike any other, neither elf nor man, neither Maya nor Valar. His very nature is a riddle woven into the fabric of Tolkien's legendarium. He is the master of the old forest, a being of mirth and mystery who dwells beyond the grasp of power and corruption. His name? Tom Bombadil. He calls himself the Eldest, claiming to have walked the world before the first raindrop fell or the first acorn took root. To the elves, he is Iarwain Ben-Adar, oldest and fatherless. To the men of Rohan, he is Orald, the Ancient. To the dwarves, Forn, a name steeped in the language of the Old World, meaning belonging to ancient days. Yet none of these names can capture the enigma that is Tom Bombadil. Tom was here before the river and the trees. Tom remembers the first raindrop and the first acorn. He made paths before the big people and saw the little people arriving. He was here before the kings and the graves and the barrow wights. Unfettered by the cares of kingdoms or the burden of destiny, Tom lives in harmony with the land, singing songs that shape the world around him. He is immune to the temptations of power, even to the One Ring itself, which he holds and returns with a laugh, as though it were a mere trinket. In Tom, we find a paradox, a being both playful and profound, both simple and impossibly complex. Today, we delve into the mystery of Tom Bombadil. Who is he? What role does he play in the grand tale of Middle-earth? And what might have happened if he had taken on the responsibility of safeguarding the One Ring? Let us step into the old forest and explore a path both wondrous and foreboding, where myth and imagination intertwine. The enigma of Tom Bombadil has given rise to countless theories, each seeking to define his place in the grand tapestry of Middle-earth. While Tolkien himself left his true nature shrouded in mystery, several interpretations offer intriguing insights into who or what Tom might be. Some have speculated that he is none other than Eru Ilúvatar, the supreme creator of Arda. His immunity to the ring and his detachment from worldly power lend weight to this idea. However, Tolkien dismissed this theory, clarifying that Eru does not take a physical form in Middle-earth. Tom's limitations, such as his inability to directly oppose Sauron, further challenge this interpretation. Another theory suggests that Tom is a disguised Valar, perhaps Aule or Orome. His deep connection to nature and Golbri's ethereal presence could align with this notion. Yet, all known Valar have distinct roles and identities, making it unlikely that Tom's mysterious and whimsical nature fits their archetype. As a Maya, Tom could be a lesser spirit sent to Middle-earth to preserve its balance. His mastery of the old forest and immunity to the ring might reflect his spiritual origins. However, his claim to have existed before the arrival of the Dark Lords Morgoth and Sauron complicates this theory, as the Maya were created alongside the Valar. A fascinating theory posits that Tom is the living embodiment of the music of the Ainur, the song that shaped the world. His ability to shape reality through song and his resistance to the ring's power align with this idea. If true, Tom represents the harmony of creation, untouched by the discord of Melkor. Perhaps the simplest and most compelling explanation is that Tom is simply Tom, a unique being who exists outside the hierarchies and struggles of Middle-earth. Tolkien himself hinted that Tom was meant to remain a mystery, enriching the world with a sense of wonder and the unknown. "He is," said Golberry, staying her swift movements and smiling. Frodo looked at her questioningly. "He is as you have seen him," she said in answer to his look. "He is the master of wood, water and hill. It is in the Fellowship of the Ring that we are introduced to Tom, a character who exists beyond the central conflict of Middle-earth, yet plays a pivotal role in the Hobbit's journey. Tom first appears as the unlikely saviour of Frodo, Sam, Merry and Pippin when they are ensnared by the malicious Old Man Willow in the Old Forest. With a simple song, Old Tom Bombadil is a merry fellow. He exerts mastery over the tree and frees the hobbits from its grasp. This act of power, playful yet profound, sets the tone for his character. At his house, Tom and Goldberry offer the hobbits refuge, providing warmth and wisdom amidst their perilous quest. Tom's interaction with the One Ring is perhaps his most striking moment. When Frodo hesitantly hands him the ring, Tom treats it as a mere bauble, slipping it onto his finger without disappearing, and even making it vanish momentarily with a laugh. Here, Tolkien illustrates Tom's immunity to the ring's corrupting influence, further deepening the mystery of his nature. Through Tom's songs, his harmony with nature, and his disinterest in power, Tolkien presents a character who stands apart from the struggle for dominion that defines Middle-earth. Tom's words, his mirthful demeanour, and his actions leave an indelible mark on the hobbits and on readers, serving as a reminder of a world beyond the shadow of the ring. But what if Tom Bombadil had taken on a greater role in the tale of the One Ring? Imagine, if you will, a path not taken, a story where Frodo, in the depths of the Old Forest, entrusts Tom with the ring. What might have unfolded in such a world? In this alternate narrative, Tom accepts the responsibility of safeguarding the ring. His immunity to its corruptive power makes him an ideal guardian. The ring, resting within the boundaries of the Old Forest, would find itself in a realm where even its sinister whispers hold no sway. Though Tom accepts the ring, its power would remain inert in his hands. Immune to its corruption and disinterested in wielding control, Tom's mastery over the Old Forest stems not from the ring, but from his inherent harmony with the world. The ring in his possession becomes a mere trinket, unable to amplify his powers or sway his will. He is the master of the wood, water and hill. No one has ever caught old Tom walking in the forest, wading in the water, leaping on the hilltops under light and shadow. He has no fear. Tom Bombadil is master. Yet, this decision would not go unnoticed. The Nazgul, Sauron's most feared servants, would be dispatched to retrieve it. The Old Forest, a place of ancient power, would become a battlefield as Tom, wielding his songs and mastery over nature, repels these dark intruders. Trees rise to block their paths, rivers swell to wash them away, and even the very ground resists their advance. As word of the ring's location spreads, Rivendell and Lothlorien respond with urgency. Elrond and Galadriel dispatch their warriors, led by Glorfindel and Haldir, to aid in the defence. From the shadows of Gondor's White City, Faramir gathers a contingent of men, spurred by visions of the ring's importance. Meanwhile, Saruman, blinded by his lust for the ring, sends his Uruk-hai to claim it for himself. The stage is set for a battle that will test the unity of the Free Peoples and the resilience of Tom's power. In the face of mounting opposition, Gandalf calls upon Aragorn to fulfill an ancient promise. Aragorn, wielding Anduril, journeys to the Duemerberg to summon the army of the dead, for their ethereal might is needed to turn the tide. The Free Peoples rally to the Old Forest, their banners and songs merging with the ancient power of the land itself. The clash becomes a convergence of Middle-earth's greatest powers, united against the shadow of Sauron and the treachery of Saruman. As the forest resounds with the cries of battle, Tom remains a steadfast centre, untouched by despair or fear. His songs rise above the cacophony, weaving harmony where chaos seeks to take root. But Sauron, sensing the threat to his designs, pours his malice into the fray. The sky darkens, and a chill grips the land as his spirit manifests, bringing discord that even the forest cannot ignore. Tom stands unyielding, his voice a counterpoint to Sauron's will. In this climactic moment, the fate of the ring and all of Middle-earth hangs in the balance. As the confrontation escalates, Sauron's spirit surges with malice, his discordant will seeking to unravel the harmony of the old forest. Trees wither and rivers stagnate under his influence. The Nazgul, bolstered by their master's presence, press the attack. Yet Tom Bombadil, the unyielding master of his domain, remains steadfast. His voice, imbued with the music of the Ainur, rises above the darkness. Each note pushes back the shadow, restoring life where corruption has taken hold. The free peoples rally under this song of defiance. Rivendell's archers unleash volleys that pierce through the chaos. The warriors of Lothlorien hold steadfast lines, and Gondor's soldiers advance with unyielding resolve. Aragorn, leading the spectral army of the dead, carves a path through Saruman's Uruk-hai, turning the tide of battle. Finally, Sauron's will manifests fully in a metaphysical plane, where his discord meets Tom's harmony. It is a battle of creation versus destruction, of light against shadow. Tom's voice embodies the primordial music of the Ainur, a resonance that Sauron cannot corrupt. The Dark Lord's malice is met with unyielding joy and simplicity, unraveling his power at its core. Defeated, but not destroyed, Sauron's spirit retreats, his plans shattered, but his presence still lingering in Middle-earth. The old forest, scarred yet enduring, becomes a symbol of resistance and hope. Tom Bombadil, smiling as if the world's burdens have passed him by, returns to his simple life, content to let the free peoples chart their own destiny. The battle won, the free peoples face the question of what to do with the ring. Its power cannot remain, even in Tom's safekeeping. Gandalf, Aragorn and Elrond agree the journey to Mount Doom must resume. Tom, ever detached from the affairs of the world, bids them farewell with a laugh and a song, his role in the tale complete. Through his immunity to power, harmony with the world, and detachment from ambition, Tom embodies a perspective untouched by the grand struggles of mortals and immortals alike. But what do you think? Could Tom Bombadil truly hold back the forces of Sauron? Or does his indifference to power ultimately render him unsuitable for such a task? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration of Middle-earth, please like this video, share it with fellow Tolkien fans, and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this. May the stars shine upon your faces.